Hey, my squad. Welcome. Let's check to make sure the notification went out and the sound is working. And then I'll get into what's going on today. Notification went out. And I'll get into it. And sound is working. So, it's been a rough weekend, y'all. It's been a rough 4 days. But so today I'm working on Lunam pythonisum, and I can't believe I can say her name now. I'm right down in here right now. I've only got 2 sections left to go, so I'm on track to have this done before the 31st. I'll probably have this done. Technically, I may actually have it done before Thursday. So this is my drills and chills entry. Let me find my. Where is that? Let's see. I'm doing this one for Drills and Chills 2025, Witch Diamond Painting, Bella Art Spooky DP Along. Then I'm also doing the Asian Year Long DP Along, Home is Where the Heart Is Diamond Painting Event, Break the Silence, Small Shop Fall Festival, and Craft Retreat. So, hey Glitter. Oh God, it's like I said, guys, it's been a crazy, whirlwind, stressful, upsetting weekend. I'm still trying to wrap my head that I lost my poor little baby, and but hold on, I got mail.
You have to see the airplane stream. It comes down and
Ooh,
and
okay,
goes
I
into
think
a
I know
real
what
wide
this
one
is.
and curves. It goes over the woods across the road down from.
Thank you, Glitter. Yeah. Like I said, she was when we were. What was it? Cozy and Spooky. We had a Zoom call on Wednesday night of last week, and she was kind of acting a little weird then, because it wasn't normal. It wasn't normal for me to be able to reach in the cage and pet her, reach in the cage and just pick her right up. She was still eating. She was still playing with her sister. She was still hopping around, weeding, drinking water. And then Saturday, before me and Mom ran to the grocery store that morning, she was fine. Come home, Mom gave her some lettuce and everything. She ate out of Mom's hand like normal. And then about an hour or two later, she couldn't get up. She couldn't lift her head. To put it in terms, she looked like a fish flopping out of water at some point. And then, me and Mom left to go to the store again, and when we came back, she was gone. Yeah. Thing with her is though, Glitter, her and Corona, the one that me and Mom still haven't, spoiled, rotten little stinker. She and her were from the same litter, same age, but Peanut seemed like her growth was stunted, and she had gotten a little knot on her back, and me and Mom are now wondering if that might have been a tumor. But it never got no bigger and it never got no smaller. But she just seemed to not grow like she was a little dwarf. And I know there aren't dwarf hamsters. I know there's dwarf hamsters, but there's not dwarf guinea pigs. So, but yeah, so Corona seems to be doing okay. We could tell she misses her sister, but she's still playing and chewing on her toys and she's eating well, she's drinking. So and see, that's where I know it couldn't have been nothing food related to food, because they were eating the same foods. So I would figure if it was something with food, it would have also affected Corona. So, but Corona's a little chunky monkey behind. Yeah, she's doing good. So she's getting spoiled. Well, they both were spoiled, but she's been a little extra spoiled in the past few days. Um, just so, I don't want her to grieve. I know she's probably grieving, but they were bonded cage mates. So I mean, I could get another guinea pig to put in there with her, because it's best to have them in pairs. But she's over there talking now. What do you want, Colonel Roan? See if I can get her to weed again. See, now she's not going to do it. Little stinker. But it would be hard to bond her with another one because of her age. It's best to bond them when they are, just old enough to be weaned off the mama. It's best to bond them then. So, but like I say, she's doing pretty good. So, I didn't get any videos filmed this weekend like I wanted. My mindset was not there. I didn't get, and I'm working on making overlays that I sell on my Ko-fi account. I didn't get to work on any of them this weekend just because, like I say, again, my mind just wasn't able to sit down and focus. I have been able to sit down and, just diamond paint my heart out. So that's why I think I'll be able to have this done. Actually, I probably can have this done tonight if I really want to. So, which I didn't think I was going to. So this will be another WIP off of my roster. So, and next month, two of the events that I'll be doing, I can use one of my WIPs for. So that's good. Actually, I think, yeah, it'll qualify for 3 of the events I'm doing, actually. I know it'll qualify for the Asian year-long event. I know it'll qualify for Sparkle All the Way, and it qualifies for the caregiver event that Lee and Lenore are hosting. So, that works there, and I'll be able to solely focus on that one. I mean, I have two other WIPs, but for November, I will just solely focus on working on the one, and get as much done on that. Because I have the goal of wanting to go into 2026 with no WIPs again. So yeah, I'm trying to trying to get that accomplished. I have Alexa, how many months are left in this year?
This year ends in 2 months and 1 week.
So I got 2 months and a week to get get my WIPs knocked out. So but I think I can do it. I really do. If I sit and do like I've been doing with this one, I think I can do that with the other one as well. So, it just takes will and determination, I guess. You know, and I know that if I don't reach that goal of, you know, going into 2026 with no WIPs, you know, it's okay. I can reset that goal for the following year, you know. You know, I've had to learn to set the, you know, stop setting unrealistic goals. You know, I would set some harsh goals on myself, and then when I didn't meet my goal by the deadline, you know, I got mad at myself. So technically today was the deadline I had for wanting to have this finished, but I don't know if I will. Day's still not over with yet, so but that was the goal, but it's okay if I don't have it finished today. I just need it finished before, I'm going to say, the 28th, if I want to enter it for grand prize on Drills and Chills. But if not, it's okay. You know, it's okay to not accomplish a goal. You know, it took me a while to teach myself that, you know, I can just reset a goal or extend a goal. And it's okay, you know, if it doesn't, you know, I don't accomplish said goal by the time that I want it. So, but that's a part of my ADD, ADHD, you know. That's how that rolls. So, but yeah. It's okay though. So hopefully I will sit down this week sometime and get some stuff filmed out. Now I will not be live on the 30th, which is next Tuesday. I have an errand to run that day, and by the time that's all said and done, and I get home, it would be too rushed up to get set up for a live stream. So next Thursday, next Tuesday, I will not be live. It's hard to believe that this month is almost over with, you know. It's like we blink and the month is gone in here lately. So I'll be gearing up and getting my November events going, which I don't have to kit up anything for those because I'll be working on WIPs. I already have everything kitted up, and it's all kitted up and ready to go already. So I should have some wins coming in soon. That either I won gift cards or I won a physical item. I just won a gift card last night from the Small Shop Festival to Ever After Diamond Painting. I'm excited to use that. I'll be ordering that canvas next week. I already have my eye on the little canvas over there. This cute little dragon. So that I can use for an event next year. And again, there may be a different canvas. I haven't looked at all of them. I've seen this dragon and it's like, yeah, you're mine. Hey, Teresa. How are you? Thank you for the image that you did, Teresa. That was so cute. I actually have made it my background on my cell phone. It's the picture from background from my cell phone now. And I think I might put it on as my tablet background too. Because my tablet, I've had this crazy skull on the back of my tablet for so long. I'm doing better, Teresa. It's still hard, but it's like as the days go by, it gets a little easier to walk past the cage and only see the one. But then you have the memories that pop back. Don't mind my cat, y'all. She has the sneezies today. She's over here sneezing her little head off. But her sister seems to be doing good today. You could tell that she knows and misses her sister. But she's eating. She's actually, I have these, they're made of the Timothy hay. That they're hay that they eat, but they're these little chew balls. And I don't know how they don't break a tooth on them. They're that hard. I would have broke a tooth off. I put them when I cleaned the cage yesterday. Because I did a total clean on her yesterday. I put one in there, and this morning when I went and looked, she's ate half of it. Half of the treat is gone. So, which is, I'm glad because before, she was eating her pellets, she was eating her veggies and her hay, but she wasn't messing with her chew toys or her treats. Sunday and part of the day yesterday. And then, she started playing yesterday and tossing she has a piece of small cardboard box in there that she can play and hide in. Well, she has figured she could toss it all around the cage like a rag doll. It is hilarious to watch. because you'll be sitting there, and all of a sudden you just you're looking over at the cage, and all of a sudden you just see this box go flying across the cage. So, I mean, this isn't the first time I've lost a guinea pig. I lost my my one I had named Oreo. God, it's been it's been about 8 or 9 years since I lost Oreo. Um, but he lived to be like almost 9 years old. So yeah, it's not ideal. It is ideal to have them as in a bonded pair, like 2 females or 2 males. If you're gonna have a male and a female, one of them needs to be fixed, and it's usually the male that that people get fixed. But I could get another one and bond her with it, but that can be tricky and hard at the same time. Now, see, when I had now this is strange because this is a pairing you would never think. When I had Oreo, I also had a rabbit named, well, we're not going to say what his real name was, but I called him Thumper. The people who gave it to me, yeah, the name was a little more vulgar. Now, Oreo and this rabbit lived in the same cage together. When I would let the rabbit out to run around, I also let the guinea pig out to run around, because where we lived at the time, I could baby gate off the room and they could run around in the room on the tile floor. And yeah, and these two were best buds. They would lay down, sleep together, So, I mean, like I say, I could bond her with another guinea pig, but the odds of finding a guinea pig, it would have to be younger than her. And I'd have to have another cage, because I had, to start the bonding process, you want, like another, like their cages butted end to end, so they could sniff each other, but they can't actually get to each other at first. And it could take months to bond a pair together. So, but I mean, I raised Oreo. After I lost the rabbit passed away. Oh God, I forget how old he was, but he lived out his life, and he was an older rabbit anyway. When I got him, but a friend of mine's son had developed an allergy that he couldn't be around the rabbit, so she brought him to me. But yeah, she's doing good. She gets her cuddles and her loves, and oh God, they're out there ramming the damn dock with the factory behind me. She'll get Wheaton, and it's like she's telling you she wants dinner, she wants lunch, breakfast, whatever, and it's like you look at her and you're like, okay, I'll get it for you. What's the saying? They say about cats. Cats don't have owners; they have slaves. Same thing goes for guinea pigs. But I wouldn't change it. I would not have it any other way. But I mean, our cats are the same way. They get spoiled rotten too. So. But yeah, with Peanut though, it was just so strange. Like I said, that I was able to just easily reach in and pick her up, to pet her without her running from me. I mean, she always took food out of my hand, so that wasn't abnormal. It was just when, what was that? That started Wednesday. The just not act. I mean, she acted a little sluggish, but I just took it that she might have had a little cold. But I'm thinking it had something to do with the little knot that came up on her back. And that happens with guinea pigs. Guinea pigs can develop tumors. And when they get, it's just like with, oh God, there's another, they get tumors, and then also there's another thing they can get too. It causes them to have issues. I can't remember I don't remember the name of it because it's more of a scientific name. And the vets don't know why they get it. But I think it's like a form of, cats get something similar. And it has to do with their liver. So I'm wondering if she might have developed that as well. But like I say, her growth seemed like it was stunted as well, because she was like half the size of her sister, and they were from the same litter. So they should have been right around the same size. So but she's in a better place. She crossed the Rainbow Bridge. So I wouldn't, I don't think she suffered at all. I don't, because she didn't like holler out with pain or anything like that. You know, she was at least over 4. Almost, I'm thinking she might have been 5 or 6. I'm thinking is about what they are. And a guinea pig's lifespan is roughly 4 to 8 years in the wild. If they're well taken care of, they can live longer. Because like with hamsters, hamsters' lifespan is 3.5 years. I had 2 hamsters. They lived almost 8 years. But they also were spoiled fucking rotten. All my animals are always spoiled rotten. So with good care, they can live longer. But yeah, she was roughly, I'd say, between 4 and 6 years old. This December 25th would be, Christmas Day will be a year since my niece gifted them to me. So I had her almost a year. So I got almost a year to spend with her and love her, and spoil her. I think of what I'm getting Corona for Christmas. I think I want to get her a new house, a new playhouse in her cage. Me and Mom were looking at one that we thought was really cute. Yeah, we get our pets Christmas gifts. So, but oh, there is a fly on the fly sticker, and it is buzzing. I wish it would just succumb to its demise. Anywho, yeah. But yeah, this morning I woke up and Mom had already gave her some treats and stuff. But as soon as I get up and walk past the cage to go to the bathroom, she's hollering at me like, "Where's my food?" Because she thinks every time you walk past her cage, she's supposed to get something. So that might be why she's a little chubby. Because she knows how to con you into giving her an extra treat here and there. But it's hard to tell them no. You know, it is. It's hard to tell a pet no when they give you those little sad eyes, you know. But I think I might make me some pizza rolls when I get off the live. I've not really eaten much today. I had some scrapple for breakfast, but I haven't actually had my lunch yet. So yeah, so the rate I'm going, I have a feeling I'll have this finished either tonight or tomorrow. And yeah, I have to figure out what I'm working on in Thursday's live if I get this finished today. So I have options. I have actually I have 3 different canvases I can work on. So but yeah, I was actually starting to not think I was going to be able to get this done, but it's not the whole color palette. I think I found a color I hate worse than 310. This color right here. 543. Ooh, that's the background on this. And I had 2 full containers of this and 1 little one of it. So I had 2 full containers that size and that. So that's all I got left right now. Yeah. So, but I think I'm hating that worse than I hate 310 and 939. And that's saying something because if you know, you know. Oh, this is Lunam pythonisum. I finally figured out how to say that name. Lunam pythonisum. Lunam translates to moon, and pythonisum translates to oracle or seer. Hey Momo, and I see YouTube is freaking messing up the names again. They're doing our channel handle instead of our channel name. And if your channel name isn't the same as your channel handle, then or your channel handle ain't the same as your channel name, then it shows the channel, you know. YouTube must be working on things again. Because I've noticed it's been that way in a lot of lives the past couple nights. Yeah, but a lot of people don't do that. They make their channel name, and then they make their channel handle something different. I just made my channel handle and my channel name the same. I figured it'd be a lot easier. And yeah, especially when YouTube goes and thinks they're fixing things and they wind up, I don't know. It's done this before. And it drives people crazy because you're so used to seeing people come in under their channel name, but yet, yeah. Oh, did you, Teresa? Yeah, see, a lot of them though, a lot of people, they do have like some people it's their names, because not everybody has a channel. Some people are just channel, they come in just to watch people and support people. But it can get confusing though, because when you're looking in the chat, you're used to seeing it come up as um the name. You don't see the @ sign. So that's what gets a lot of people, is now they got the @ sign and then the name. And some people come in, they're just a bunch of numbers because they've never actually set a channel handle. So YouTube just gives them a channel handle that's just a bunch of numbers. So yeah, it can be very confusing. It can be very confusing. I don't know why they do that stuff. I really don't. Yeah, my meal was a beef stick from Chomps. So grass fed and finished beef, all stick without the ick. 10% or 10 grams protein, 100 calories per serving, 0 sugar. Not a low calorie snack though. It does tell you that. It says it's mild, so it has a little kick to it. Yeah, so, but so I gotta place some orders next week for some wins that I got. So I'm happy about that. So I actually sat, I think last night. I sat here from 12:30 yesterday afternoon till about 2:30 this morning, working on that. I had like the square here. There's 2 squares I'm working. I worked here, and now the 2 squares I'm working over here. So I worked I think it was 13 hours or more last night, because it could have been long. Was it 12:30? Yeah, because it was more like 4:30 when I got off here. That's right. Because I know when I went to bed, the CBS evening news was late night news was on. Ooh, Momo. Ooh, yes. Yeah, just go relax and listen, or yeah. Oh, that makes my bones hurt for you. Oh, just knowing you're in that type of pain. I know how bone pain can feel. I know when I messed my ankle up one time. Yeah. Everybody said, "Oh, the muscles were going to be what hurt you the most." No, it was the bone pain, and Corona's in there tearing her paper bag up. I gave her a paper bag with some treat hay in it, and she's in there. She's in there playing and chewing it on it. It's just a brown paper bag, like you would get lunch bag you would get, and I just put her some kind of treat in it, veggies or hay or whatever. Close it up and rip a couple holes in it, and she goes to town having fun. She actually pulled it into her little cardboard box and was using it like a bed earlier. Oh, okay, that's right. It's time for the school kids to get home. I heard a noise outside and didn't know what it was. I forgot the bus stops closer to my house than it does next door. So it's easier for him to cross and come down his driveway. Yeah, I hope you feel better soon, Mama. Just making sure I got all those. I'm telling you, this canvas is coming out so. Oh my God, the cat alone. Let me see if I can pull him down. One of his ears is kind of because I got my rolly thing on there, but the cat, I'm like, he is so gorgeous. I love how he turned out. And those eyes, his eyes are like he's seen things, you know. He's seen things. So, boy, she is in there having a ball tearing that bag up. I don't know if y'all can hear that in the background or not. You got about 10 more? My cat sneezing over there. Yeah, he does have pretty eyes, Teresa, and it's just like those eyes just like what has he seen? Oh, and congratulations on your win in Cozy and Spooky. On your book title. Mine was Moonlight Drills and something Screams or something like that is what I came up with. So, Lord, she's still over here sneezing. She did this yesterday. Yeah, Zozo's got the sneezies. She could be one of the 7 dwarfs. Um, she just got the sneezies. It happened to her yesterday, too. She was sleeping pretty hard yesterday, and then all of a sudden woke up sneezing, and yeah, like that. I know they've been some fun little things that she's been doing, especially with the stories. You know how we all contributed to the story? That was fun. I actually liked those. Yeah, she always has something fun going in there. And the Zoom call the other night was really fun too. Trying to remember who it was. Let's see, Momo, Rozzy. God, it was quite a few of us on there that night. Yeah, Momo, the little guinea piggy, the one that I lost, she was the little dark brown one. She was a little solid brown, almost solid brown one with the white on her. Um, yeah. So, I mean, and she went downhill for Saturday like quick. I mean, it was. Uh, yeah, the story was fun. That was really fun, and it was funny how it was all brought back around to the to diamond painting and everything. So, um, but yeah, I have a lot of fun over there. Participating in the different things that she puts out there. It is. It's fun when you're in a group and there's a lot of action in the group, like that, and then you get to interact with the fellow group members, like that, and it's good to see the participation, in the group, which I haven't really been over there much the past few days, and that was only because I was dealing with what I was dealing with. Yeah, I do too. I really, really love it over there. And the Zoom call that night though, Momo, that was fun. I think we were on for I can't remember how many hours we were on because it was after 3 o'clock in the morning. I know my time, I think when we all logged off. Might have been closer to 4-ish, 4:30-ish. But we had fun that night. We did. We talked about a lot. We had a lot of fun. And I actually got a section done on my diamond painting that night. Yeah, yeah. Remember, because I was saying how it was weird that she let me just go right in the cage, pick her up. She let me pet her without running from me. But like I say, Saturday, she was fine when me and mom left to go to the store. We come back, she was fine. Mom fed her, um, fed the other one, so they both ate the same thing. So we know it wasn't nothing to do with the food, but she did have what we think might have been a tumor, um, on her on the back. So we're thinking that might have been the issue. And the guinea pigs develop tumors, and there's nothing that can really be done for them. So, and I am being stared down by my cat right now. My blankets are on my bed in a pile, and she's up on the top of the pile, like she's the queen, and me talking is disturbing her. This is why she gets called Boss Kitty. That's why I call her the boss kitty. Yeah, I can't either. Momo, I can't either. And I just I had so much fun though. I really did. And it's like I say, I love a group that oh, I'm glad to hear that. Um I'm I love a group that you can join when you join, you feel welcome. There's lots of fun thing, the host does fun things and stuff, to keep the engagement going. It's like you've got there are some um channels and some groups that I've been part of that I after a while I got the feeling I didn't feel welcome, you know. But Cozy and Spooky and Break the Silence and Nix's chats, which I see her Facebook is messed Nita posted about her Facebook being messed up again. Um, and um Crashly and there's a lot of them, that I'm a part of that I actually feel welcomed in. For pit bulls across America. Oh, cool. Welcome in for pit bulls. My niece actually has two dogs that are pit mix. So I used to have a pit of my own. Her name was Shadow. Um, and then I had another one. Her name was China. So they lived to be good ripe old age before I lost them. And they were sweet and gentle. I actually miss my dogs. I've had a lot of dogs over the years in my life. I mean, growing up on a farm, we always had a dog, or dogs of some type. I've had labs, I've had beagles, I've had terriers, German shepherds, pits. Um, we had a bull mastiff in a pit mix one time. Um, she was gentle as I don't know what. My nieces and my nephew they could lay on top of her, and she just like, okay, what am I supposed to do? Use me as a pillow human. You know. So, where I'm at now, I can't have a dog. Um, my sister has a basset hound. My niece, I forget what her dog Remy is, but Flash is a basset hound. And then my oldest niece, her two dogs are pit mix. Oh yeah, I'm everywhere. I'm like the Johnny Cash song. I'm every was it Johnny Cash or was that Willie Nelson? Um, you know, I'm everywhere. But it's bad when you go in a chat. Okay, I know that there's a lot of people in chats. Sometimes, but you go in and you say hi to the host, and of course that's going to highlight their name. Anytime you do the @ sign in someone's name, it highlights on that person's end. It highlights their name, and I believe orange. And you get no response. Or you go in a chat room. I've gone in a chat room and I've said hi to people and no one responded back. It's almost as if, you're blocked. Your name is blocked. So I proved that theory because I logged out of my main account and logged into a secondary account I have, and everybody could see me. But yet when I reached out to the host of that, the owner of that chat, they never would answer me back about my nick being blocked or not being able to be seen. So I left that group. I felt like I wasn't welcome there, for some reason. And, I'm like, I wasn't going to waste the energy of going in there and not being able to be seen. Oh, nail. Yeah, it is. It hurts when you lose a fur baby because they're not just your fur baby. They become your fur kids. Your pets become like your kids. I'm just glad they can't talk back, because believe me, I don't want to know what they would say. Y'all have heard Zoe when mom brings her a treat, how she sounds like she's telling her now. Precious will actually sound like she says mama, and they both sometimes will sound like they say right now. And before we got Precious fixed, her and her sister, we lost her sister a couple of years ago. Before we got her fixed, and she would go into heat. And you know how a cat, when they go into heat, they'll cry. And well, she would sound like, when you tell her shut up, it would sound like she was telling you hell no. But once we got her fixed, she stopped saying that. So. And Zoe, you still got the sneezies over there. Hey, Min, how are you? But yeah, it's funny the things that pets do. It is. It's funny the things they do. And that's like, me and Mama go to sit down to eat dinner later, and they'll have to have they'll have to have something off our plate. I swear, I think they think the cats think they're human. It's crazy. But I wouldn't trade them for the world. I wouldn't trade how they act for the world. Okay, we're just going on an hour. Okay. I may start the next section because I've only got 2 colors left in this section, so I may start my next section live. But, so yeah, so I have a strong feeling that I will have this finished before Thursday. Yeah, I know, Teresa, right? Shocking. And as I was listening to a local radio station we have here last night, and anybody can listen to this station worldwide. It's Bay Country 97.9 on TuneIn, and they were talking about the reason cats will kill a mouse and bring it to a human is because they think that the human cannot fend for themselves and catch food. So I heard that last night and I laughed my ass off. Well, Miss Zoe over here, she didn't come into my life until she was like, I'd say 2 or 3, maybe 4. And I don't want to know her as a kitten because believe me, she has an attitude beyond an attitude. She will actually come up and bite you for no reason. Or you'll be petting her because she wanted attention, and then she'll turn and wheel around on you. Yeah, that's what I always thought, Teresa. But they were saying the reason that a cat does this is because they don't think that you can the human can fend for themselves and find food. I'm like, okay, who came up with that? So. Ours kill them and bring them to us because they know mom's going to take it away from them and get rid of it and give them a treat. They know if they catch a mouse, they get a treat. It don't matter which one of them caught it. They both get a treat. So. Oh, I think, Meow was, we got her when she was a year old. I was still in elementary school when we got her. Yeah. So I was first or second grade. And she lived, I know, almost 21 years. She was shy 21 years of, I think it was 21 years. A little bit, she was, I think, a little bit shy, maybe, of being 2 years. But this cat would catch rabbits twice her size and bring them home. That's the sad part about it, man, is a lot of shelters get overrun with cats and dogs to the point that, yeah, that's the first thing when an animal comes in with, they may have what are you looking for? What are you looking for?
Oh no, just looking at the blog or whatever they're called.
Yeah, we have the cheesy chicken one and then the one that's got the bacon Alfredo. Well, it don't matter which one. Because I know when I get off here, I'm making me some pizza rolls. When I get off here, I'm making me some pizza rolls. Might make me a combo of both. Well, you don't have to take the Vala out till you're ready. So, but yeah, that's the problem with a lot of, they get overrun Yeah, I know, Momo. That's the sad part is, when they are like gone, and it's you get up and you're not, they're not there, or I don't. Oh my God. What? The what? You want? I'm not stopping you from making you anything. You're the one who's stopping you from making you anything. It's your fault you don't eat. Not mine. There's food in there. Either that or I'll make my smiley fries. I'm not sure. Jesus. Hey, Mia. I swear. Oh, that's good, Momo. Oh, I swear. This week is getting worse and worse, I think. How are you, Mia? Yeah, it does hurt. Really hurts when you lose a pet. Because, like I said, they become more than a pet. They become like a child. They become just like a kid. You know, like mom. Sometimes she can't even go to the bathroom alone because her little baby can't leave her side. So I'm shocked her baby outside hasn't home yet and cried for. Um, we have an outside cat. He don't like me getting close to him, but I can talk to him from about 10 feet away, and he's okay with it. But he is so handsome. Mom calls him Scooty Boots. Oh, cool, Mia. Yeah, I'd seen the pictures you put up of them. They look cool. You know, I don't do much for Halloween. We don't get trick or treaters here where I'm at, so um, and my nieces and my nephews are grown now. So So there's no more trick-or-treating with them. I used to kind of dress up when we would go trick-or-treating with them when they were little. So oh wow, Mama. Yeah. So but Peanuts. I mean, Peanut. God bless her. I'm. You can tell I'm missing her. Corona is seriously over there tearing that paper bag to shreds. Yeah, I ain't watched the video yet, Mia, but I seen the thumbnail. Yeah, so they're pretty cool. So I'm probably going to finish this section on the live, and then yeah, I have a feeling I will have this done by tomorrow. Um, oh, cool, Mia. Yeah, I'll go watch it later. I gotta catch up on some videos that I've missed the past few days. Um, but yeah, I gotta get in gear and get some stuff filmed this week as well. So but I don't know when I'll have another unboxing. I'm waiting on some stuff to come in. So once that comes in, then I'll have some unboxings. But till then, I'll get some kind of content video filmed. Um, It's just getting myself in gear and making myself do it, you know. Mia says she's just trying to follow along. Mm. Halloween and Easter were always two of my favorite holidays growing up as a kid because we got to pig out on candy. You know, but especially in the area I grew up in, where we would go trick or treating, our parents would take us for trick or treating. Those people gave out the best candy. Then there was the little lady though that always gave you a bag of change, some candy, an orange, an apple, and she would invite you in to play the piano for us. She was so sweet. Men, I am slacking on that, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to film a bunch of them, and that I already have answered, and go from there. Um, I think I bit a little bit more off than I could chew with that situation. Um, yeah. So that uh I've got a bunch of them done and they're already answered and everything. Um I may, like I say, I may just film them out and go from there. Yeah, I know, right? Halloween and Easter. Yeah, they made, and especially when you would get a certain type of candy. Oh my God, we would go this one place, and it was a little general store. And they, when you would come in for Halloween and all, they'd let us just pick whatever candy we wanted. I always went for the whatchamacallit bars. Oh, I love that candy bar. It's called a whatchamacallit. Oh, I love that candy bar. I don't even know if they still make them. That and the Nico wafers. Of course, I'm a Reese's and a Kit Kat girl too, and the Payday bar, the 100 grand, the Hershey bars, you know, Mr. Good bar. But they also had back then. They had penny candy, and oh my God, I used to love it because I could take $1 and go get 100 pieces of candy. Um, and they were family friends too, so it was so nice, and it was nice because the store was right at the end of the driveway where we lived at that point. Um, at one house, and then when we lived in another house near it, it wasn't that far of a walk to the store. But yeah, those holidays made us kids into candy fiends. See, no, I can't eat candy corn. Mom loves her some candy corn. Actually, we gotta look for that when we go shopping Tuesday. Your candy corn. Um, I could never really eat the candy corn. I always thought it was too sweet. Just like jelly beans. I'm not a big jelly bean person. I'll eat a Jelly Belly every now and then, but I'm not a real big jelly bean person either. And I don't like anything licorice. Oh, see, no, I don't like the black jelly beans. No, I don't, because I don't like licorice. My mom loves them. Mom loves her licorice, her black licorice. She likes red licorice too. Yeah, but I'm not a licorice person. Mia, it's hard to explain a candy corn. It kind of has a waxy. To me, it kind of has a waxiness, but then again, it has it's like I don't know. It's hard to explain how to explain candy corn to somebody. Its texture is kind of like I don't want to say a nougat, but like a I don't know. It's weird. I can't figure out how to explain that. But yeah, and then there's the candy pumpkins too that are made out of the same thing as the candy corns. But I never was a candy corn person. Now I love the circus peanuts. Oh my god! And you can't the ones they make nowadays are not like they were when I was a kid. But yeah. See, I'm not a licorice person of any type. Um, I don't like the black. I don't or the red. But now, see, that's just like Skittles. I don't like Skittles either, but I like freeze dried Skittles. The texture is so different, and um, they're crunchy, and the taste, taste is different to me. But I am not. I don't like a regular Skittle. And I know they say they do freeze dried candy corns. I wonder if I would like the freeze dried candy corn, like if it's like like with Skittles. So I will have to try that one day. Yeah, I know. You got the red, you got the orange, the white, and the and all, and then they make a chocolate candy corn as well too. Mom likes them too. And then you got the little pumpkins are orange with the green on it. Yeah, I know, right? I've had some different international candies from um, I think it was China or Japan one time. Or I was sent a candy box. Do what? Oh, I wasn't sure what she was saying. I forgot she's in there watching Hallmark Christmas. They've had some good shows on this year. Hallmark actually, they put some good Christmas movies on. Yeah, it's a weird. It's hard to explain the texture. It's hard to explain the texture of a candy corn. I mean, it's easy to explain the color and the shape and everything, and the taste, but it's hard to explain the texture. Um, I don't know. I just never have cared for them. So, I mean, I'm not saying they're bad. It's just I think they're too sweet. I mean, I'm not one for a really sweet candy, like that. Now, lollipop, or that's different. So, yeah, I used to get I don't know. I may subscribe to that again in the new year. I used to actually get a box of snacks from different countries. It was pretty cool. But I've actually had candies from other countries because I've had friends that have had family members from that live in those areas send candies and stuff. So there's a lot of Ukraine candies I like.
Sorry, I don't have an answer for that.
Now, did anybody hear me say her name? I did not mention the A name. And she just goes off. I swear. I'm going to shoot it one of these days. If I didn't use it for my radio and, a few other things, I would shoot the thing. I would take it out back and I would shoot it. It's all right. I'll just unplug her later and reboot her behind. No, that's not what I was talking about. You didn't hear her go off? I didn't even say her name. She's talking about taking her out back and shoot her. But yet mom can come in here and say something to her. And mom gets the answer that she wants. Mom gets the answer she wants from it. I say what I want to her, and she's like, I can't help you with that, or I don't know the answer to that. Or I have to yell at her 4 or 5 times just to get her to even acknowledge me. I don't know. I'm starting to think she hates me. It's an Echo Dot, Momo. I don't want to wake her, so I'm not going to say her name, but it's it begins with the A. I never changed its name. I left it as the default, Um, so, yeah. Sometimes I think that, she has selective hearing. So. Almost finished this section. Yay! Feels like I have been working on this for like 20 hours. Just one section. I know I haven't, but it feels like it. Okay. Hey, that section's done. Let's see. Okay, we're about the hour and a half mark. So, so I only have two sections. I don't do that now. Two sections left to go. So I will take her off and show you guys what I have done. So this is what we got done of her. So she's looking really, really good. Yeah, so that's what we got done so far. And you know, the AB in her eyes actually started growing on me, so I just left it. Yeah, so I've only got the two sections left right here. That cat, oh my god, the cat. Like the way his little paws, I mean, you can see the shading. It makes his paws look. He's got a little bit of wispy, like gray to his paws, and you know, and his eyes, and even his whiskers. I was shocked how well his whiskers came out, too. So, yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with this canvas. So. Thing is where I'm going to go ahead and just end the day. Let's see, I need to get this lined up the way I need it though, so I can just clip it to my board so I can roll that back up. I'm not working. I've worked on it already. So I just roll that up. I just tuck it underneath my top of my light board. And then I use these. These are, like I say, wrapping paper thingies. I just slide that over the light board and over the canvas through it. And it works just like one of the canvas clamps or canvas holders, you know. Yeah, thank you, man. Yeah. like I say, I worked 13 hours on her the other day and got a good bit of this. I was like right here. I had just started this part of the cat's nose and all. And then I just worked past couple days. Just to keep it helped keep my mind occupied. And I mean, it was a rough 3 days, 4 days, but so yeah, so I'll work on these 2 sections. Well, I'll start working on this section later, and then if I don't finish by Thursday, then I'll work on her in the live on Thursday. If not, I'll work on something different. I have 1, 2, I have 3 other canvases I can work on, so but yeah. So I think I'm going to go ahead and jump. Oh, get out of here, fly. I'm going to go ahead and jump out of here and go make me some pizza rolls. I have a taste for pizza rolls. I have cheese and I have combo. I might make a mixture. And then I will lay down for a little bit, get back up, and start working on the next section. Like I say, depends on how I feel tonight. I may finish her tonight. So I don't know, but I'm gonna close these up so they don't go everywhere. But yeah, she's come out really pretty. Oh, you're welcome. I almost didn't go live, and that was only because I stayed up late last night working on her. So, but I want to get her done. That'd be one less I'm working on. Yeah, I'll try to, Teresa. Yeah. So until Thursday, y'all, I'll catch everybody around in different lives because I know Ditsy's live tonight. I think it's the only live I watch on Tuesday nights. Anyway, so until then, I will catch everybody later. Hugs. Bye, y'all.